everyone. We can't blame people who are using ChatGPT. It's not their fault.
Well, whose fault is it?
I'll tell you who. It's the giant tech companies.
My friend's mom has been paying you people for years, and his doctor says his weight is a medical...
When South Park takes aim, no celebrity is safe. From Hollywood royalty to pop icons, this show has roasted them all with zero mercy and maximum chaos. Grab your popcorn. These stars just got destroyed in the most savage way possible. When South Park decides to come for you, there's no hiding. Not even in the White House, or in this case, the Department of Homeland Security. In its 27th season, the show hilariously took aim at the real-life South Dakota governor and then Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, turning her into one of the most unhinged and darkly funny caricatures the series has ever produced. The parody version of Noem, now renamed Kristi Noem, because of course they did, was portrayed as a smiling, gun-toting maniac whose calm political tone contrasts with her horrifying backstory. Imagine a sweet, all-American public servant who also casually mentions she once shot her own puppy. Yeah, that's right. In the episode, Noem proudly declares, sometimes doing what's important means doing what's hard, while admitting she had to put her puppy down by shooting it in the face. As wild as it sounds, that joke wasn't random. It was inspired by Noem's own story from her autobiography, where she described killing a dog she claimed was untrainable. South Park, never one to let a controversial moment slip by, turned that disturbing anecdote into pure satirical chaos. They took the whole thing to a new level, complete with her face literally falling apart in one of the show's most grotesquely funny visual gags. And Kristi Noem? Oh, she wasn't laughing. She called the show lazy and accused the writers of mocking her looks. But fans couldn't help but notice that her angry response totally skipped over the whole dog shooting part, which made the entire roast even funnier. In true South Park fashion, the message was clear. If you put something wild in your book, Trey Parker and Matt Stone will find it, blow it up to 11, and have America laughing and cringing at it by next Wednesday night. So, Kristi Aaron Kristi, welcome to South Park's Hall of Fame for the most brutally roasted celebrities. When you're getting memed for your face falling off and your dog story at the same time, that's when you know you've officially arrived.
So you want to work for immigration enforcement?
You see, I got a nut.
All right, you're hired. Take this to the next station.
Oh boy, grab your sketty and butter, because this one's wild. When South Park went after reality TV royalty Mama June and Honey Boo Boo, it didn't just roast them. It deep-fried them in butter, rolled them in Red Bull, and served them on a platter of chaos. In the episode Raising the Bar, the show took one look at TLC's Here Comes Honey Boo Boo and said, yeah, society's officially doomed. What followed was one of the most ridiculous, gut-busting parodies in South Park history. The Shannon family is shown exactly how the world remembers them: loud, over the top, and addicted to junk food. Honey Boo Boo skips around yelling, "Come on now, Boo Boo!" while Mama June cheers her on between bites of whatever fried thing she can find. But leave it to South Park to crank the insanity to 11. When Honey Boo Boo needs a heart transplant from a pig, things go from goofy to downright absurd, and that's saying something for this show. Watching her bounce back from surgery like it's a minor inconvenience while slurping down butter spaghetti is the kind of chaotic genius only Trey Parker and Matt Stone can pull off. And if that wasn't enough, Cartman ends up wrestling Honey Boo Boo on the White House lawn, surrounded by cheering crowds like it's the Super Bowl of bad decisions. It's South Park's savage way of asking, is this really what entertainment has come to? Of course, Mama June wasn't laughing. She told TMZ it wasn't a show she'd want to be on and called it trashy. But that's exactly why it was perfect. South Park doesn't pull punches. It throws them like a heavyweight champ. In the end, this episode wasn't just a roast of the Shannons, it was a roast of all of us for letting reality TV get that wild. And honestly, we loved every ridiculous second of it.
Honey Boo Boo! Honey Boo Boo!
What?
What you gonna tell them judges if they ask?
If irony were an Olympic sport, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle would have taken home the gold and then given a tearful interview about how hard it is to be famous. That's exactly the kind of energy South Park captured when it roasted the royal duo in the hilariously brutal episode, The Worldwide Privacy Tour. In the episode, Harry and Meghan's cartoon doubles are the Prince and Princess of Canada, who flee royal life to start fresh in the quiet mountain town of South Park. But here's the punchline. While begging for peace and privacy, they're literally shouting through megaphones, "We want privacy! We want privacy!" and parading around the globe with signs demanding to be left alone. Yep, they're on a worldwide privacy tour. That's not satire, that's poetic comedy. The show absolutely torched them. Every scene hammered the couple's love-hate relationship with the spotlight, from their tell-all interviews to their multi-million-dollar Netflix deals. One minute, they're claiming to be victims. The next, they're starring in another documentary about how misunderstood they are. South Park turned that contradiction into pure gold. The roast hits its peak when Meghan's animated version dramatically declares, "He victimized me because I'm an ethnic woman." And her clueless cartoon husband replies, "Wait, you're ethnic?" The silence that follows? Comedy perfection. When the episode aired, social media lost its mind. People couldn't decide if it was mean, genius, or both. Rumors swirled that Harry and Meghan were furious and even considering legal action, though their spokesperson later brushed it off as boring and baseless. Still, South Park didn't just tease them, it obliterated their brand. The episode turned "We want privacy" into one of the most quoted lines of the season. And if you didn't laugh, well, you probably haven't been keeping up with their global privacy tour. Which celebrity do you think South Park roasted the hardest? And do you think any of them actually deserved it?
Family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Win. Yes, that's right, friends. You see,
You know you've made it in Hollywood when South Park turns you into a giant, world-destroying robot. That's exactly what happened to legendary singer and actress Barbra Streisand, who got roasted so hard she might have hit a higher note than ever before. In the early episode Mecha Streisand, the show didn't just poke fun. It unleashed a full-blown sci-fi parody where Barbara isn't a glamorous icon, but a power-hungry villain obsessed with finding a mystical diamond that will let her conquer the world. And when she finally gets it, boom! She transforms into Mecha Streisand, a massive metal kaiju towering over South Park like Godzilla on a rampage. Picture this. Barbra Streisand with laser eyes and robot claws, stomping through town while the kids scream in horror. Yeah, it's that ridiculous and that brilliant. The episode quickly became one of South Park's most talked about moments. It was the perfect mix of satire and chaos, turning a beloved diva into a literal monster, a not-so-subtle jab at celebrity ego and self-importance. But Barbara didn't find it funny. In an interview, she blasted the show, saying it was teaching kids to be cynical and mean-spirited, especially towards successful women. Instead of backing down, Trey Parker and Matt Stone did what they do best. They doubled down. The very next season, they opened the Halloween special Spooky Fish with Spooky Vision, framing the entire episode with creepy, glowing pictures of Barbra Streisand's face. No dialogue, no explanation, just her staring at you from all corners of the screen. Savage. That's South Park for you. The more upset you get, the funnier they find it. Barbara may have seen herself as a misunderstood legend, but South Park saw a golden opportunity to create one of the wildest celebrity roasts in cartoon history. And honestly, turning into a robot kaiju isn't the worst way to go down in pop culture legend. Smash that subscribe button or miss the next roast, and nobody wants FOMO, right?
After centuries of waiting, I finally have the Triangle of Zinthor! No,
Oh boy, this one's as messy as a cake fight, literally. When South Park roasted Sally Struthers, they didn't just make fun of her, they devoured her character in one of the most outrageous parodies in the show's early years. The episode Starvin' Marvin opens with the boys watching one of those overly dramatic charity commercials. Sad music, flies buzzing, and a teary-eyed celebrity begging for donations. But instead of a saintly humanitarian, we get South Park's version of Sally Struthers, clutching food, sweating buckets, and dramatically declaring these children are in desperate need. The twist? Turns out the only one who's been eating well is her. Yup, the boys later discover that cartoon Sally isn't actually sending food to Africa. She's hoarding it all for herself. Picture it. Piles of cakes, buckets of fried chicken, and a furious Struthers hissing, "Give me that cake!" while clutching dessert like it's a national treasure. It's savage, it's shocking, and it's vintage South Park chaos. Naturally, the real Sally Struthers, known for her humanitarian work and wholesome sitcom days, wasn't laughing. Reports say she was deeply offended by her gluttonous portrayal. But in true South Park fashion, Trey Parker and Matt Stone didn't apologize. Oh no, they doubled down! In the sequel episode Starvin' Marvin in Space, they brought her back as a grotesque Jabba the Hutt parody, complete with a child trapped in carbonite as her gift. It was as over the top as it gets, and fans couldn't believe how far the show was willing to go for a joke. At that point, it was clear South Park wasn't just poking fun, they were turning celebrity satire into a sport. Sally Struthers became one of the first stars to learn that, in the town of South Park, no one stays sacred, not even the ones feeding the hungry.
Who the hell are you?
Give me that cake!
No, this is my cake.
Yes, Daddy, give me that cake!
No.
Now this one is pure South Park madness. Imagine losing your career, your fiancé, and your dignity to Cartman's hand. That's exactly what happens in one of the show's most infamous celebrity takedowns, the hilarious and absolutely unhinged roast of Jennifer Lopez. In the episode, Cartman suddenly decides his left hand is a world-famous Latina pop star named Jennifer Lopez. And somehow, in the most South Park way possible, everyone in America buys it. The hand starts belting out hits like, "I've got a hunger only tacos can stop," and 3 tacos to a soda pop, complete with Cartman's bad accent and a love for Taco Bell. The fake J-Lo becomes an overnight sensation, stealing the spotlight from the real Jennifer Lopez herself. But it gets even crazier. Hollywood goes wild for Cartman's hand. J-Lo lands record deals, performs on TV, and even starts dating Ben Affleck, who, in true South Park insanity, falls head over heels for a hand puppet. The real Jennifer Lopez, understandably, loses her mind. In a jealous rage, she tries to attack Cartman, screaming, "You're trying to steal my man!" before the chaos ends with her being arrested and forced to work at a Mexican restaurant. The episode is a masterclass in absurdity, mocking celebrity egos, Hollywood's obsession with trends, and, of course, the media's love affair with Bennifer. It's silly, outrageous, and brutally funny, according to South Park's creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. The parody didn't exactly win J-Lo over. A Hollywood insider claimed she was furious, even firing crew members on set who dared quote the episode around her. Whether that's true or not, one thing's certain. This roast hit harder than a Taco Bell burrito at midnight. And just when you think it's over, South Park drops the final twist. Cartman's hand isn't Jennifer Lopez at all. It's Mitch Connor, his long-running con artist alter ego. It's chaotic genius. Jennifer Lopez might have walked away fuming, but for fans, this episode remains one of the funniest, boldest celebrity takedowns in South Park history, proving once again that no one, not even a global superstar, is safe from Cartman's hand.
Oh, so yummy!
You'd think being one of the biggest rock stars on the planet would earn you some respect, but not in South Park. When it came to roasting Bono, the show didn't just go for the jugular, it went straight for the toilet. Literally, in the outrageously funny episode More Crap, Randy Marsh becomes a local hero after taking what's declared the world's largest dump. It's a bizarre yet perfectly South Park storyline, until Randy's victory gets challenged by none other than Bono, the U2 frontman himself. That's right, South Park turns Bono into the ultimate sore loser, unable to accept second place in anything. Not even, well, pooping. The episode flips Bono's global image as a do-gooder rock god completely upside down. Instead of being the humble humanitarian we all know, cartoon Bono is portrayed as an egotistical, attention-hungry diva who can't stand not being number one. He brags about his charity work, his fame, his awards, and now he wants the title for the biggest crap too. The punchline, Bono isn't just producing crap, he is crap. Yep, that's the twist. In true South Park fashion, it's revealed that Bono isn't a person who made the world's biggest dump. He actually is the world's biggest dump. The idea is so disgustingly ridiculous that it's genius. It's the perfect metaphor for how the show saw him, full of himself, literally and figuratively. The parody was brutal, unapologetic, and absolutely hilarious. It poked fun at Bono's reputation for being self-righteous and overly preachy about his activism. The message? You can save the world all you want, but in South Park, if you take yourself too seriously, you're fair game. And honestly, few celebrity roasts have ever been this, well, crappy.
Congratulations, Bono. It appears your record is intact.
I had a feeling it would be.
What do you call a rapper who likes fish sticks? According to South Park, a gay fish. In the classic episode Fish Sticks, Jimmy and Cartman create a simple pun. Do you like fish sticks? Do you like putting fish sticks in your mouth? Then you're a gay fish. The joke goes viral, but Kanye West is the only person who doesn't get it. While the world laughs, Kanye takes it literally, yelling, "I'm not a gay fish! I don't have gills!" The show mocks his giant ego and inability to laugh at himself, painting him as a self-proclaimed genius who can't see the obvious joke. Kanye later admitted the episode hurt his feelings, though he said he was working on his ego. Still, he referenced it in his song, Gorgeous, threatening to choke a South Park writer with a fish stick. In the end, South Park's Kanye accepts his fate, transforming into an actual gay fish and swimming off to sing underwater. It's one of the funniest celebrity takedowns ever, proving once again that in South Park, no ego is safe.
No dragon, so my girl ain't no hobbit. That was a Quiznos and my bitch went to rob it. Cause they got that ham that she rubs on.
If you thought that was wild, wait till you see who South Park destroys next.